of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2. At the 40.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now back to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
44, incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but and he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Falcons, 13.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 30-yard line.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Brown, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. 2nd quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And
the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and long. Over the middle, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 3.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Hounds still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Snowhawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
It's second down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Offside. Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 40.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at the
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
33-yard line. A gain of 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They run the option here on first and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the end round. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Complete.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
It's now third and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Now that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
23. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he stopped immediately there.
Draw play to the running back. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The quick slant caught. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From a yard out, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went. Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Oh, boy. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
At the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Delay of game, offense.
No!
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 7. Brings
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
20. Falcons 14.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 6. A minute 46 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He's back to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Point after try forthcoming. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they will take a knee here.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out. by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Atlanta, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.